Okay, okay. Why do I never know if I'm recording? So if I'm recording, okay, I'll just check. Okay, so I am recording. Okay, now today's video will be short. It will be maybe 5 minutes because I want to talk about something. And okay, so here's my new plan for this channel because not only am I going to post different things from what I used to post, I also have some. Did I just? I just tried to make an axe but made a pickaxe. I am a dumbass. Anyways, so my plans for this channel, I'm not really sure, so I'll find out along the way. But so far, I think I will. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna keep recording. Okay, wait, this is actually insane. Is that a almost? This is an almost fully built rune portal. One obsidian. Okay, this is insane. There is no way. Oh my. Wait, this is crazy. Wait, holy shit. So close to spawn as well, and this is a random seed. Oh, this is amazing. I'm definitely making this cave my base. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying. So, my plans for this channel so far right now, I would say that I will figure it out along the way, and my plan currently is to record. It doesn't have to be good. Um, in case you didn't know, my recordings are all unedited. I mean, I edit it a little bit, like sometimes, like if I'm making a really long video that there's like a mixture of many short videos like this one. You see, okay, it's been 2 minutes, and this minute I was gonna, okay, this video I was gonna make it like 5 minutes to 6 minutes long, cause it's just a shorter one. And right now my current plan is okay, so I posted my channel introduction, and which is basically the first one that shows how I got here. And this is my second video, but I'm not sure if I should combine it with more to make another half an hour video. So I think I should, yeah. So as I was saying earlier, before I started yapping about random stuff, before I started yapping about my plans for this channel, as I was saying earlier, I want to talk about something different today. Now, we all know, okay, all kids, and we all know that kids don't like school, right? But I I think school is actually fine. Hear me out. So most kids these days, they complain about going to school. They hate going to school. And if you go on YouTube and TikTok, you can see that there are a bunch of people complaining school starts too early. School is really boring. School sucks. But I actually happen to like school, and that is because for other kids, they don't have anything to do at school. They think it's boring because all they do is play games all day. Now, I also play games, but the difference is, right? I not only do I play games, I actually enjoyed going to school because, well, you see, at home, the table, the one I'm currently using to gaming, is already taken up by my computer. It's already taken up by my PC, like half the table, and I do not have a lot of space to actually do my work. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, I like writing, so I don't actually have enough space to like write on the table or do homework. so I kind of gotta squeeze the worksheet in. But school actually just they supply us with our own table, and in fact everyone gets their own table, and they can do their work, and that's one thing I like, right? But of course it's not just that, right? So of course I have other things I like about school. For example, I like it as well because in school we actually have things to do. Like I like occupying myself with things to do, right? Like for example, kids in school, like most kids in school, they don't do anything, so they don't really have much to do. So what they usually do, I see, is that they talk to other people, and they just actually do their work. Of course, I do my work as well, okay? But at school, at school, since I like doing my writing and all and art and all that, I decided to I like it because it gives me a table that I can work on, and it's like I won't get screamed at if I get eraser dust everywhere. But yeah, so that's actually pretty good for me. And I usually just do my work. But if I finish my work and I have free time, I will draw, I will write. And actually, I think okay, I'm gonna try to take part in this competition that like you can write a story and it'll be displayed in the newspaper. Cause me and my friends think we should do that. Like we should participate and write a story together. Cause it actually just sounds fun. And there's a prize of $100. And I'm actually kind of in need of money right now because I wanna buy better headphones. Or rather, actually not headphones, but just a mic, like one of those mics that you can just attach, then you can actually put on your table. Cause I don't really like headphone mics, cause they kind of make my voice sound weird. At least that's just me, I guess. And also, since this YouTube channel is technically remade, like my old YouTube channel was different, and so I'm just posting different stuff now. And here's an annoying thing about YouTube. So I hate my voice. By that I mean I think I sound too young, right? And I hate that because I'm not actually that young. But anyways, how long have I been recording for? Oh, 8 minutes? So fast? Oh, that's insane. Anyways, so don't hate school. I'm kind of getting off track here, but don't hate school because school is pretty fun if you really think about it. Adults are always elderly people. Adults, they're always saying that school they loved school and school was the best and they want to go back because in reality, if you really think and honestly, school is one of the best times of your life and you should enjoy it. You should treasure it cuz it'll end. It'll end and soon you will be like the adults. S- You will say you too will say that you love that school was the best time of your life. Seriously. So that's why you should enjoy school while it lasts. And instead of hating it, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy playing with friends. You can enjoy making new friends, talking to them. You can enjoy your freedom, even though kids nowadays they think it's not much freedom, but if you really think about it, it's more freedom than if you have a job. Sure, you have money, you can buy whatever you want, but the school technically provides you with food. It's kind of and it's one of the only ways you can get many kids to come together in one place and become friends. If so, really think about it. If school didn't exist, you wouldn't have your friends, and it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be as good as what you think. Enjoy it. And I am speaking as someone who hated school when I was really young, but now I like it. And I guess that's all I have to say about this. Maybe I'll elaborate more sometime soon. But yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm talking about today, but I made um I made this rule to myself that I would record at least um one video every 2 days, and so I guess I have to record because I'm not breaking that rule that I made to myself. Because then there's no point having that rule if I'm gonna break it. So I'm just gonna think, and eventually I'll get something to say. Yeah. Okay. So recently I've been working hard. I've been at school doing my work, studying my art. I've been writing my stories, and a lot of people they don't like school. Wait, no, wait. Didn't I just talk about this? My bad, my bad, my bad. So recently I had okay, I'm just gonna continue on from what I said earlier in this video, I mean. So recently I had this really important, really major exam. Wait, is it actually just called an exam in my country, or is it an exam in all countries? I'm just gonna say exam. Basically a test. Anyways, so in this exam is a really important exam because I mentioned it in my other video. It basically determines the rest of your life, right? And it's not that exam. It's on right before. If you live in Singapore, you would know. Because I'm in Singapore, there's no way. A floating block of gravel when it generates like that, it's just so cool. Anyways, as I was saying, if you live in Singapore, you would know it's called prelim, short for preliminary pre, prelim, preliminary examination. That's what it stands for, and it's the second most important exam in a student's life in Singapore. Cause if you're unavailable on the day of your actual PSLE, the most important one, if you're absent on that day and you just don't show up to school because you're really sick, then they will use your prelim marks to determine what school you get into. Yes, a cave. Anyways, so I just had that exam. Well, not one exam, many, because I'm not sure if it's like this in other countries, but in Singapore we have oral, which is basically English and well, whatever is your other language. For me, it was Chinese, because I'm Chinese. And, well, I think I did pretty well. But, basically, this oral exam, okay, it's not the most important one. The most important one is the written exam. It's just an exam paper. It's the same as Americans. It's just an exam paper. And I'm taking that soon. And, well, it's scary. And my classmates, they are really nervous. But they're hating on the exam. They're like exams suck. Whoever invent the exams should die, whatever. But we shouldn't hate it. Now I know it's bad and all that, but if you really think about it, it's actually a win-win situation. I mean, not a win-win, because you gotta study hard and all that. But hear me out. The exam is motivation for you to actually work hard and learn the thing. If you do well on the exam, your parents will be happy. But that is, of course, only for people who actually did score well on the exam. Well, anyways, if you score badly, your parents will be angry. They might scold you. They might scold you. And well, in Singapore, they kind of, well, they hit you. They cane you. I'm not sure if Americans use the word cane, but cane is basically just this wooden. It's like a bamboo stick. It's like a thin bamboo stick that acts like a whip. That a lot of Singaporean parents have, especially the Chinese ones. As I was saying, they will cane the child. Well, not will, they might cane the child if they actually do really, really, really bad. But what I'm trying to say is, as long as you study hard, you won't score badly. Which is my advice to a bunch of people, like my friends. Just study hard. And parents don't actually need you to get good grades. What they want is to see that you tried your best. As long as you tried their best, they won't be as angry. But if you don't even try, they will definitely be angry, right? And they will scold you. So don't hate exams. It's stressful, but the whole point of it is actually motivation for you to work hard and learn. So instead of spending time complaining, actually you should work hard. You should study for the exam. And if you score well, then you will be happy. That's just how it works. But of course, I may be wrong, so you can tell me if I'm wrong. Because it might just be me that thinks this way. I'm not saying I'm right. It could just be me. But that's how I see exams in my perspective. I don't see them as bad. I see them as an opportunity for us to learn. Okay, I'm gonna make some campfires to cook food, so I don't have to waste my fuel cooking it here. Yeah, anyways, don't hate exams, everyone. Study hard, work hard. Eventually, you score well, your parents will be happy. And I mean, that's pretty much everything I need to say. Cause if you hate exams, you're not gonna study. You're actually just gonna spend your time complaining to everyone about how trash exams are, why you don't like it, what's wrong with it, you hate it, everything. And in the end, you won't get any studying done. So my advice to you is, as I was saying, cause I mentioned my brother before in my other video, but yeah, he walked in the room again, just like last time. Every single time, actually. Every time I'm filming, this happens. Anyways, So yeah, don't hate exams. Use it as an opportunity to study and I guess work harder. Okay, I'm gonna make some armor. Anyways, okay, so I've been doing my art as I mentioned, and well, art is good and all, but a problem that a lot of artists have is that, well, art block. Basically, they just can't draw anything, and their drawings suck, no matter what they try, right? So what I do about it, in fact, I also have it, and I'm I'm not exactly good at handling, but I try anyway. What I recommend you to do about it, if you have art block and like you do art, is try to take a break. Maybe you've been doing art for too long. Maybe you should take a break, and then potentially you'll be able to do your art again. But if that doesn't work, well, I don't exactly have a method, cause well, you see, yeah, I'm experiencing it as well. Okay, I need more campfires. So I don't know what to do either. So, but what I recommend, other than taking a break, you can, well, you can actually just learn, like study art. Like, you don't have to just study school. You can study art, and most of the time that works. You actually like study the thing and work on it. Eventually, right? You will manage to master your art. It might take some time for some of you. In fact, I'm not a good artist myself. And it might take some time for you guys to master it. But when you master it, you master it. Nobody knows when that day is, right? Nobody knows when you're actually gonna master the art. But when you do, you will master it. Okay, this stone slab idea was the best idea I ever had. Look at this, I can just collect it without burning myself. Oh, that's brilliant. Anyways, study the art and eventually you will get it. Anyways, here's a thing that I find weird. Well, you see, I'm 12, right? I'm pretty young. Shit, in fact, I'm still considered in a, wait, is it elementary or middle school? I don't know, either elementary or middle school. And chances are it's middle school, not elementary. Whatever, I'm 12, right? And I have a bunch of friends that are already dating. And I actually don't understand this, cause come on, you're 12, it never lasts. And all it does is give you the experience of dating, and it's not actual dating, right? They're kind of just being friends. They're kind of just being friends, and with what I consider, how should I say this? I consider it kind of like weird. Of course, yes, I have had a crush before. Well, at least I think I did. But I know that it's not gonna last. It doesn't really do anything. So you might as well not do it. Just basically what I'm saying is don't try to start a relationship that young. Try to wait until you're older. I'd say more of a secondary school, which is for those people in America that don't know, around middle school to high school. I'll just say the age, 13. Wait, I don't remember. 13. Okay, it starts at 13. There's 4. 13 to 17. That's secondary school. And I think that is a good time to start dating, right? Oh wait, that's actually that's middle school and high school together. Yeah, anyways, that's a good time to start dating in my opinion because 12 is a little young if you ask me. And also, here's another thing I don't understand. Kids in my generation, they're really, well, it's what people call brain rot nowadays, right? They're just really immature. They, or maybe I'm just different. Either they're just immature or I'm different and I'm the one being too mature. Or at least I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because they are making dumb jokes. Well, they're just being kids. They're just being kids. And now me, I'm not. I'm over here giving life advice to people. And I'm their age. I'm not even qualified to be doing this. Yes. Okay. I'm not qualified to be doing this, and I'm not at an age where I to be doing this. You know, because people don't do this stuff so young. Because kids are okay. Give me a sec. Kids are they're just being kids. Kids are just being kids. They're not really. They don't really do that type of stuff. They just be kids, normal kids, and me on the other hand, I'm just different, yeah. But I think that's fine. But brain rot though, they're all brain rotted, and they and there's the problem with my generation is um they've they forgot how to care for people. They have no empathy. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying some of them, like the really brain rotted ones. Like my classmate recently fell down, and I was the only one who went up to him and said, yo, are you okay? You good?" But my other classmates, they walked past and acted like it was nothing. Cause, cause back then you actually get benefits from helping people, but now it's just expected of you to help. So, now a bunch of people are now. So basically, people in my generation, they're used to the fact that they're apparently supposed to help people. So they think someone else will do it for them. But that's just not the case. That's not really how it works. You should always help people. Even if they're not your friend, you should always help people. Cause honestly, it's just the right thing to do. And I'm not trying to sound nerdy here, right? But I'm being serious, you should help. Never abandon someone when they need help, cause you never know. You never know. That person might just help you back. And following this topic, right now I'm just gonna say, be kind, even when you don't get a benefit. In fact, there's never really no benefit, cause that person, You help that person once, and that person might help you when you need help twice. And there's no reason for you to be rude either to people. There's no reason for you to complain. And the fact that I'm saying this is insane because I am always complaining. I'm constantly complaining to everyone. So honestly, me giving this advice, I'm not really. I shouldn't really be giving this advice, but here I am giving this advice anyway. So yeah, be kind, everybody. And wait, testing. Okay, I'm still audible because I feel like I'm not for some reason. And anyways, that's all for today. Good luck, everybody.